Well, it's 12 o'clock. Birthday celebration has started. Sorry for the echoes here. Hopefully some folks will join soon. Yeah. Sorry for the echo going on here. It's just one of those situations. I'm not recording in my regular studio. So, yeah, kind of weird doing this by myself. No one's joining, but that's okay. I record on my own. So I've got like a little birthday hat happening here. It's a part of my Halloween costume this year. So that's going to be cool. I'm going as a witch. Or basic witch is what I'm rolling up with. Yeah. So that's cool. But I thought it would be appropriate. Happy Halloween to those of you who do celebrate. So congrats on making it to another year of Halloween shenanigans. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get the birthday celebration started. I am going to start with a drink. I've got a wonderful drink here that I enjoy. So, cracking it open. There we go. Happy birthday. By the way, it's a sour beer for anybody who cares. I do not know how this is going to go with birthday cake, but we'll see. So, oh yay, 2 people have joined. Hello, 2 people. Yay. All right, well, for those of you who just hopped on, I'm drinking a birthday beer. I know it's noon where I'm at, and so I guess it's okay to have beer. I always think that that's good. I've got my birthday hat, which is actually a witch's hat, to be honest. So, because I'm going as a witch this Halloween, it was literally a last-minute costume, as there's a last-minute celebration that's going on here. So, yeah, here I am celebrating 1 year of making it to the podcast. For those that have no idea what's going on, typically with podcasts, they tell you when you start out that you don't make it to a year. So this is a pretty big milestone. Yeah. So sorry, just got a like on one of our tweets, which is awesome. All right. Yay. Hello, Mask of Insanity. Thank you for joining. Let's go ahead and do some cake. I actually went out. I literally just went to my neighborhood Kroger and picked up which, can you believe it, that it is difficult to find cake, just like a slice of cake. Anyway, I had to go pick up a candle because I don't have any of that at all. Because I'm old now and I don't celebrate birthdays. But I got these really cute cupcakes. They were from Kroger. They're little spooky cupcakes. I think they glow in the dark, but they're rings. So you bet your butt I'm going to be wearing this to the Halloween party that I'm going to in just a little bit. So, all right. Let's go ahead and get a cupcake for a happy birthday. I'm already licking the icing off. I know this is fascinating to watch someone put a birthday celebration together, but it is the birthday. So, yay, sharing my live stream. So, woohoo. So yeah, but made it to 1 year. It's a really big milestone for me, and I'm going to go ahead and light up this candle, hopefully, with my big ass lighter. Perfect. Got a birthday candle going on. Well, happy birthday. Leave the lights on. Here's to hopefully another year of celebrating this accomplishment. Thank you to those of you. Really, this is kind of like your birthday candle. Thank you to those of you that have supported me, supported the show, supported everything. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to the episodes. It's been one hell of a ride getting a podcast started, getting listeners, getting everything that's going on. So thank you. Stick in there with me. I'm actually, after I blow out this candle, I'm going to share with you a personal spooky story just to get you guys in that one last little bit effort to get you ready for Halloween. So, happy birthday. Woohoo! Here's to another year. All right. I always lick the candle, because you just can't go without icing. So yeah. All right. Take a bite, and then I'm going to tell you a story. Hopefully you all can hang in there with me, because you got to take a bite for your birthday cake. Delicious. I'll finish that later. So, spooky story. Personal spooky story. Grab a beer. Oh my gosh. My lips are super orange. And now I've got orange all over my face. So, spooky story. It's a personal spooky story. And I just realized like how disheveled I look right now. But, so this took place when I used to do church. I don't do church anymore. That's a whole nother side story. But when I did church, my family did do a family camp kind of thing where like the whole church gets together and they go to these like camp out things, whatever. And so while I was doing that, I was probably about 8 or 9 at the time when we went, and you stay, like each family stays in like a little cabin. And in these cabins, I mean, you could share with a family, but my family was kind of just like over it. They wanted to be by themselves. I had my younger brother and everything. And so we stayed in these cabins, and it was a really cool experience because I had bunk beds. You got to sleep in bunk beds. And as a kid growing up, I never got a bunk bed in my own house. So to go to somewhere where I could actually sleep in a bunk bed was pretty freaking awesome. And then I decided to go ahead and sleep on the top bunk, because why not? You're a kid. And I slept on the top bunk, and everything's been going great. So the following day after we got there, we went and did all of this activities that the camp, or this family camp, church camp thing did. And we went there, did all of our stuff. It was super fun. Again, freaking love going to camping. Well, then at the end of the night, and it's every night for the week or the days that we're there, they ended with a bonfire. And this was cool for me too. Being a kid, bonfire, pretty much fire in general, is really cool for an 8-year-old or 9-year-old kid. I mean, perfect. So just filled up on marshmallows. And I decided that, I'm going to just be the sticky mess. And I was just done. I was already done. I was sticky, chocolate everywhere. And so my parents were like, okay, let's go ahead and go to bed. We're going to go and call it a night. And that's what I did. So as we were walking up the path, there was a deer skeleton, which was very ominous for what comes later. It was very foreboding or whatever. And it freaked me out. It wasn't something that I haven't seen before, but to be like in this environment, which was supposed to be safe and positive and whatever, to see a deer skeleton in that situation was just kind of weird. So then as we were walking back up to our campground, or cabin, sorry, it was dark and our flashlight fell off. And this was even like more spooky. And as a kid going in like in the middle of nowhere in the woods, and it was pitch black, stars were everywhere, which were beautiful, but I was panicky. And of course they said stuff on the, around the campfire, they said spooky stories. So I was already hyped up and freaked out. But anyway, I get to the cabin. My mom and dad are putting my brother and I to bed, trying to calm us down from the night because we're hopped up on s'mores. And I'm just like, yes. And so I crawled up into my bunk bed and I'm like, yes, bunk bed time. Super stoked. So I start going to sleep. Well, it was really difficult for me to sleep because my parents in the next room, they were being adults. They were chilling, having a good time. And so they brought this like little mini TV, like the old antenna TVs. I don't know if anybody's out there that is old enough to know about them. Today we now use our cell phones, but there was like hardly any signal. So they had this TV out there and it was blaring, and I vaguely remember it was blaring Jerry Springer. Don't know why my family was watching Jerry Springer. I think it was literally the only thing on at that time of night. So yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna take a quick swig here. Oh my gosh, my voice. So anyway, I'm falling asleep to Jerry Springer. Well, then at some point, and I'm assuming it's probably like 1 or 2 a.m. Now, it was hot that day, so all the windows were open, so you could hear outside, which was really cool. And Podmoth just replied, she knows all about the TVs. Oh, good. Somebody else knows about the TVs. I think my family still has that TV stashed away somewhere in the basement. And it's like, I actually went to go see my mom today, or actually yesterday, and she still has like the old ass alarm clocks, which is really funny. And I said, Mom, we really need to get you out of the 90s. And she just is like, why? It was a whole big mess. But yeah, no, those TVs, black, I think it was even a black and white TV, to be honest. So anyway, we're sitting there, or I'm falling asleep doing my thing, and it was midnight, whatever. And the funny thing is that I don't even know what woke me up. I'm sure it was something like my brain was just saying it's time to get up, or I don't know. I mean, it may have been like, cause one of those things of maybe something tapped me awake. Whatever the case was, I was awake, but I was awake and very uncomfortable. And it wasn't like, oh, I needed to go to the bathroom uncomfortable. No, this was like something was internally wrong. So I slowly rolled over, and I'm in my like little sleeping bag, and I can hear outside noises. And I roll over, and the way that my bunk bed was situated, it was actually pushed up against a window, and it was the window right next to the exit. So if something, actually really entrance. And so if someone wanted to come in, they would come in that direction, and they would run into me first. And as you can already tell, like, I'm a 9-year-old kid that is, sorry, I hear my dog. Hopefully she'll come in and join us. Melody! I doubt she'll join us. If she does, you'll meet my pod dog. She's being a little goofbutt. But as like an 8 and 9-year-old kid, I'm already thinking of like, what if somebody breaks in? What am I gonna do? So I'm already panicking. I'm at high alert, freaking out, and I'm hearing walking sounds, which is, she can come in, you know. Come here. Come here. People want to see you, puppy. Hi. I gotta put away the cupcakes. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, say hi, everyone. Oh, no cupcakes for you. No cupcakes for puppy. Say hi. There's 2 people watching us right now. Yeah. Hi. We gotta tell them a story, okay? Yeah, we're gonna tell them a story. All right, let me put the lid on the cupcakes. Okay, let me tell them a story. So my brain, okay, maybe that was, I'm quickly regretting having her in here. So as my brain was, you know, I'm sitting here freaking out, and I hear these footsteps, and I'm just like, oh my God, somebody is coming. And I like whisper over to my parents. I'm like, hey, I hear someone coming. And again, it's not really something that I freak out. I'm freaking out, but it's not really a big deal because, again, there were people patrolling the campgrounds of where we were at. And that's what my parents did. My parents said, just be quiet. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. So I roll back over, start going back to bed. And no, little miss, come here. And I start going back to bed. And the next thing, I feel something touching my neck. Oh, yes. Hi, puppy. They say hi. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Something touches my neck, and I roll over instantly. And at that moment, something, and I swear, even to this day, I swear that it was a little girl. But it looked like a little girl. But the problem was that she was green. She was glowing green. And I don't know why she was green, because it was just like the weirdest thing. And it was a little girl that was kneeling over my dad's shoes. And it looked like, from the angle that I was laying, that she was tying my dad's shoes. Melody, that's enough. she was tying my dad's shoes. And I freaked out. I panicked. I was like, what the hell? And so I rolled back over and I like put the blankets over my head. And for the rest of the night, I just laid there. And again, I felt something touch the back, like stroke my hair. And it was just not the pleasant thing. And then the next morning, I like walk over to my dad and I'm like, did you see somebody touching your shoes? And he's like, no, stop. She was like, no, I didn't see anything. So it was kind of crazy and just one of those situations that that was a personal ghost story for me, and it kind of really just took off from there. Well, it looks like I lost some people, but thank you to those of you who did show up. It's kind of a quick birthday celebration, as I know it's a Saturday and everybody's got things they've got to do. But again, thank you guys for hanging out with me and celebrating with me. Here's to another year of podcasting. I encourage everybody to go check out all of our friends that I have here on Twitter. That's freaky. Yeah, chills down. It was so crazy. And I was just 8 or 9, and it was one of those things that really burned in my memory that this little glowing green girl was tying my dad's shoes. And I don't even know why. And I'm sure I could like look into that case to see if there was any like girl that has maybe been missing at that lake kind of thing. So welcome, Meredith. Thank you for joining. You missed my puppy. She was hanging out here, kind of getting annoying. But yeah, so I'm going to have to look into that and see if there was like a little girl that was at the lake. And if that was the case, I don't even want to know if I want to know that, because that's kind of creepy personally. Oh, yeah. So, but guys, I know everyone has a Halloween party that they have to get to, as I know I am celebrating here in a few minutes. Plus, I have a Virginia Tech game that's coming. A Virginia Tech game that's coming up. Please, if you are going to celebrate, we've got 2 people on here. So if you're celebrating Halloween, let me know what costumes you're doing. Like I said at the beginning, I am actually going to be, play on words here, a basic witch. So it was literally a last minute costume to put together, as I didn't think I was going to be doing anything. So yeah, glowing green. Why do I immediately think of the Sims and the colors? Yes, I shit you not. So when I started playing the Sims and it was like the green glowing things, it brought back to my brain about that moment. And I have never heard of any like specter being glowing green, other than, I guess, I'm sure something has been, but in my line of work and investigating, I have never had that happen where something green, glowing green, was like an entity. I've seen it like as like a white fuzzy, oh, dog's back. Hi, dog. Hi. I've seen it glowing green, and sorry, she's trying to get to the cupcakes that I have sitting here. No cupcakes for you. Sorry, they're chocolate. Yeah, you're kind of stealing the show here. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why it's glowing green. I've only seen like white specters or white balls of stuff. So, pretty interesting. All right. Well, thank you again, guys, for showing up. It's a short... sorry, she's backing up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want to say goodbye to everyone? So that way they can go celebrate Halloween and you can have your snacks. Yeah. Say hi. Her name's Melody, by the way, for anybody who would like to know her name. She is 11 years old, so she's an old girl. Got her when she was 3 months, and she's supposedly a lab husky mix. But people think that she's a German Shepherd, which she could very well be. At the time that I got her, the person wasn't really honest. So, thank you, Podmoth, for happy Halloween. Yes, Halloween's a good time of year. All right, guys, I'm going to wish you a great Saturday. I'm going to continue to eat my birthday cupcake here and continue to keep drinking my birthday beer. Thank you guys. Congratulations. So happy to know you. Thank you. Happy to know you too. Mask of Insanity. Please check her out. Great podcast. Mel does a great job. So please check her out. All right, guys. Thank you and have a great and wonderful Saturday. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Happy Halloween. Take care, guys. Bye.